Hello, everybody, and welcome to, well, an unscheduled stream. Just checking through some things here real quick before we begin. Um, okay, and okay, alright. Uh, okay. Uh, Sorry, I was just going through some of my messages real quick, just make sure I didn't have anything too important. Well, guys, tonight what can I say? Tonight I'm not Tabletop Junkie. Uh, I'm a little less tabletop junkie tonight. I wonder if I can change my lower third or if that was just something that's an image file, so no. Okay. So I'm a little bit upset that I have to be serious. I'm gonna resize this for just a moment. It's driving me nuts. There we go. I'm a bit upset. You guys probably all know why. We're going to be talking about the OGL version 1.1. It seems to be getting a lot of traction, and I swore up and down I would never talk about politics, but, you know, is this about politics? I guess that's a question we have to ask ourselves. Yes and no. It seems like Wizard has become a big political icon. They made themselves that. That's on them. And I'm not saying they are. I say it just seems like we're not going to touch base on any more than that because I'm not about the guy. I'm not the guy who wants to make enemies or say bad things or be rude or anything. But we have reached a very serious dilemma here. I've got friends who writes games and stuff for the OGL. This they even said if the OGL version 1.1 is as true as it claims to be during the leak, that they are in trouble in the coming years. And these are just small time people. So, you know, it's I don't know what else to say. It does flounder my I don't know if the word is flounder. It floods my feeds a lot because of everything that is going on that supposedly Wizards is doing. And I'm not saying they're doing it. I'm not making any claims. I definitely ain't claiming anything because I don't know. I'm not really a content creator other than this is my hobby. So, um, most of you who probably see me on Twitter probably knows, and who's ever seen me on Twitch, with TLG, Troll Lord Games, you guys will know I've been kind of glorifying them lately. If Ironcaster was here, he would say I've been heralding them in because I actually stepped away from 5e. Um, I won't do a game regarding. Hang on just a second. So anyway, sorry, just had an incident with a cat. Again, cats. I like cats. Anyway, um, so I'm doing the stream basically just to, I don't know, guess, do it because everyone else is doing it. For me, I'm doing it because I want to let everyone know that, like, you know, no matter what happens, I feel that we are letting fear get the best of us. Okay, for one, I don't play any more D&D. I stepped away from 5th edition because I felt things were getting too political. It was becoming a massive icon. Um, Too massive for my taste. It's not that I'm against more people playing. It's not that I'm against anything at all. It's just I don't. When something becomes super big and it's on the news all the time, I don't care to mix in with that group. I'm the type of person that I'm the type of person that doesn't, what's the term? I don't want to be seen. Okay? I'm not, I don't want 15 minutes of fame. I don't want anything. I just want to enjoy my hobby. It's really freaking simple. Okay? Everyone can enjoy this hobby. I don't understand where all this hatred is coming from. I don't. And quite frankly, I've indulged in it more than enough. So, I think everybody, one good thing that we all could do what I did. Um, what did I do? Well, let me explain to you guys what I did. When I found out that the OGL was coming out, I found my most favorite games, and I stayed up to date with the creators. I talked to the creators of those games. My main one is Castles and Crusades, so I talked to TLG. TLG gave a statement. You can hear their statement on Twitch. I am not going to mimic any words that they said. I'm not going to paraphrase. I'm not going to say anything. You guys can pick it up from the horse's mouth. Because right now this is hot news. This is very hot news. So I'm the type of person I don't want to become an icon. I don't want to become anything like that. I mean, I guess maybe an icon in a sense. I'd like to, have everyone at my table and begin gaming and have a fun time and indulge in many different types of games. But I don't want to be an icon in the such that people hate me or want to send me hate mail all the time or say, "Hey man, I love you," and then I have my own fan base, and I can't get a break, can't go take a shit without having that. And I do apologize. Yeah, I am going to basically be blunt. The OGL 1.1, if it reads the way it does, there is a lot to be a fear from. But I want to bestow a quote upon you guys today. I actually shared this with some of my friends, and now I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, this needs to definitely be shared. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and I'm going to read it to you guys word for word. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm actually going to put it on the screen because I want everyone to understand where I'm coming from with all this. Right here, I found it. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just add it to the screen. This is just something that I've been kind of. Don't think I don't stand with you guys, because I do. I stand by my friends, or at least my acquaintances. And no, I'm not afraid to name them out by name, but I'm not going to. Because I don't have their permission to, so I'm not gonna do it. You guys all know I'm friends with Ironcaster, but this is something. You guys are a big H.P. Lovecraft fan. This stood out to me today because I've been doing a lot of reviews for Call of Cthulhu. But the oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. And what that means is that we are fearing what we do not know. And we don't know what is to come out of the version OGL or OGL version 1.1. All we know is what has been around for 25 to 30 years, the OGL version 1.0A. Now, that's all we've known. When we've all, and people have made games under that, and I know that for a fact, and now it's going to go away. They're going to make changes. Change is also an unknown fear. It is a fear of the unknown because we don't know what the change is going to bring. So, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons anymore, and I'm not going to ever again. It's not that I don't. It's not that I have a problem with the game or the system, or I have a problem with the changes that Wizards is making. It's Wizards is very, very big. And whenever something happens like this is the fallout from that. So, and not to mention, I did have a few friends who stepped away from 5th edition before I did. I wasn't the first one to step, out of my group, and I have a lot of friends. I have friends on the internet, I have friends online, I have friends in multiple different places. And I was not the first one of us to step away. And I'm not going to mention who the first one was. It's none of anyone's business. I wasn't the first one to step away, and I'm definitely not going to be the last. And I'm definitely not the last to step away. It just got to be too big for us. people, real gamers like us, don't want to be noticed. We don't want to be seen. We don't want to be targeted or nothing like that. We just like to be left alone and enjoy our escapism. We like to escape the real world, which of course people say that's bullshit because you can't escape the real world. The real world isn't gaming. No, it's not. It's called fantasy, people. The fact that you can take your own reality and put it into a game is a delusional fact that you don't want to get out of the world. You don't really want to be in that game, because if you wanted to be there, you'd make up a complete fantasy world with your own logic, your own sense of politics, and then you'll be in that world. But no, you don't want to escape the real world. You want it to be. You want people to know that the real world is going to be in your game. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Why? So you're gonna be stressed out at work. You're gonna be stressed out when you're at home. And you're gonna go out and game with your friends, and you're gonna be stressed out again. Why? That makes no sense. No sense for a hobby. No sense at all. Anyway, we came here to talk about the OGL version 1.1, and I did check in on how this would impact my favorite game, which is Castle and Crusades Troll Lord Games, and I will announce that on the stream. And if I lose followers or subs, so be it. I mean, I'm not going to let people shape who I am. If you're a person of integrity and of honor, then you won't hold that against anybody. If you still, and if you still like Dungeons and Dragons even after this, no judgment. You like what you like, right? I like many things. I like Call of Cthulhu, Cyberpunk, Fate Core. Even though Fate Core, there was a situation with Fate Core and Evil Hat Productions a few years ago. Didn't stop me from. I mean, I didn't buy any more books, but it didn't stop me from playing those games. And I mean, I don't know if I'm going to play any more 5th edition because I can't find anybody to play 5th edition. And it's just, not that big of a leap for me, to be honest, to just go to something else. So, yeah, with everything that's going on, I would say let's be mindful of the future. Make good choices. And ultimately just not let the fear control you. So, like I said, if you don't know if your game's going to be around, you don't know how this is going to affect, I would say find a way to reach out to the creators. Reach out to someone who may know. I went around and I asked questions. I asked questions until it got to TLG. Then TLG addressed it with me. I asked a bunch of questions, and I think they laughed at me a little bit too, but they're good guys. They're good people. They know how to treat their customers. I'm not saying Wizards don't. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not been happy with my thing with Dungeons and Dragons. I'm just not happy with how big Wizards really is, how they're always all over the news. That's just my thing. I'm not happy with all the stuff that they get. I just like to play a game and have a fun time. So, yeah, I migrated away, and yes, I'm playing more D&D. Or not D&D, more C&C, Castles Crusades. Less D&D, more C&C. So, right now, from what I understand, and this I did hear this from a source, that the OGL has not been officially released. There's no official notice or nothing about the about the migration from the OGL version 1.0. I mean, we know that there's a leak about it, but as far as everyone's concerned, I've been told that we should be mindful. Just be mindful just of the future, but don't let the leak control us. So we from what I understand, according to what's in the OGL version 1.0a, before that version is terminated and considered nil, they have to release a 30-day notice to all of the people there first to give them time to migrate out of it, I guess, is the way it was explained to me. So I do have a video that I will share my link for Troll Lords Games if anybody else would like it. You guys can hear about the changes that they said that they will bring up. Let me see if I can get the link real quick, and I'm gonna put it in my. Yeah, it's right here.
Mine and
and it was an hour long. So let me see if I can put it in the chat. You guys can check that out if you guys like Troll Lord Games. That's for Troll Lord Games. I don't know of any other places that are. There's a lot of other games that I'm into, but none of them are in the OGL sequence. They're all out of it. So this is the only game that I know of. I think the OSC had to make a statement too, but I'm not sure. I don't get OSC products. So but I did share here the link. I'm going to share it in my description so you guys can hear what they say about how they're going to proceed for the future, and it'll give you guys hope that the hobby is still alive, even if you're not happy with currently what's going on with Dungeons and Dragons. The hobby is still alive in other ways. If you are happy, then awesome. I'm making this video just solely for the purpose that I wanted to maybe, I guess, inspire some other people. I mean, create your own games, maybe. I mean, it's just math and stories and stuff. Math is pretty cool. But, actually, a friend told me that I should do it, so I kind of listened to him. He's a good friend of mine. So, but there is hope for the hobby, and this isn't the end of the world, people. You know, no matter what happens, it's not the end of the world. It may hurt for a little bit. The changeover may hurt, but change is not always easy. So, change is a big pill to swallow, but, you know, when it happens, we will have to swallow it. So, but this message, you know, this video is for anyone else out there with like-minded like mine. And if you do agree with what I said here today, then I want you to know you're not alone. And you're not. So, I stand with the independent creators. I will not mention them by name because I don't have their permission. I didn't tell them I was doing a video, and I told them I'm not. I didn't tell them I was going to share their names, but I do have a list of people that I do support, and I want them to know that they're not alone, and that I have their backs no matter with what happens. So, you know, that's what I do. I support people that I think are worth supporting. Not necessarily people that I like, but people that are honorable and worth supporting, because I don't have any sense of emotion for that kind of stuff. So, but I wanted to, but I know a lot of people are worried. I know this has been some hot stuff. So let's take from this what we can, but I did want to share this video and let you guys know I did get some information about about Castles and Crusades as well. And that there is a video, and you guys can watch it. It's about an hour and 10 minutes and 29 seconds long. I know I could just tell you what they're saying on their end, but I figure, why don't you get it from the horse's mouth yourself? You know, so I promote this video, and I wanted to promote more Troll Lord Games. I love you guys. You guys have forever troll right here. I've got my whole family. I've got multiple kids. That my girlfriend's got 3 kids. I got 1 kid by myself. We got 4 kids between the 2 of us. Plus, we've got other family members and friends that actually come over for Castles and Crusades all the time, on a weekly basis. And I do host Friday night Castles and Crusades with online group. So I'm doing the best to get out there. Well, that is everything that I have for tonight. You know. Just wanted to give out my biggest support to whoever I can. So, all right. Well, that's everything I have to say at this point. I do have a little bit of a good outro, so I guess I'm gonna take it however I like. You know. So if this video gets some negative impact, for those, I guess I'm sorry. But for those who this does positively affect, I'm glad that I was able to help. But you know what? We got to end on a good joke. Here we go.
Why don't you shut up?
You shut up.
That was freaking terrible. That was freaking terrible. That was a clip from a small clip from freaking oh god, A Million Ways to Die in the West, and it was supposed to say, why don't you shut up? And then it's like, you shut up, and then guy gets thrown out the window. You guys were supposed to throw me out the damn window, and that didn't happen. Well, screw that joke. Joke's dead. And not to mention, I also had like freaking a fade to like 1,000 milliseconds. So here we go. We're just, yeah. So anyway, well, here's the other exit. Have a great day, guys.